Hey, I'm here to give you feedback on your runs. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to DM me directly or ping me in your RIP thread. BT, pretty much just this chunk. Yep. Oh, really? That's odd. That's a pretty tough BT to find. As, like, cleanly as you did. Nice looting as well. Good TNT placement as well. Sorting inventory. All of this is really standard so far. Good crafting. I'd love to see like an F5 here. Also, grabbing that gravel is just so not important. Grabbing 4 there, I think makes sense. Questionable move by your opponent, so you know that he doesn't have an iron axe, so he'll probably have to craft one later. Low stone is fine, but you also just know that you're just clean up probably 7 seconds on him just by the stone axe play. Thin E-ray. Good. Jesus Christ, this is a fast seed. Fort right there as well. Cool. I mean, yeah, this is just as fast as you could be going, I think. I was reading your RIP thread. I don't know if you toggled hard already, but it doesn't seem like you remembered, so definitely toggle hard. You end up getting a ton more pigs. You don't need to be placing that block. This is fast enough, especially with like, yeah, you're just fast enough, especially without a hard toggle, where you're pretty much not going to be punished for that. If you're not sending the ranked middle blocks thing, I know that you said that you should have probably got them even though it didn't end up mattering. If you're not going to grab those middle blocks, you should be doing fast hole here. Also, this hole just isn't great. Unless you placed it instantly like you did. Yeah, this is just a really standard run-of-the-mill fast, what's it called? Fast bastion. So far, at least. Going up to the top. Probably just gonna leave it there. Your hotbar's a mess right now, though. Oh. Yeah, your hotbar's a mess. You need to be taking some time. I'd recommend doing it probably right about here when you're just inspecting trades and everything and like realizing that you still have more to do. Like you should be honestly like sorting inventory at least, you know, making sure that you have pearls, fire res in your hotbar, stuff like that. And even if you can throw out junk or like craft some stuff, especially with this like really close fort. Like crafting the glowstone or nether bricks or stuff like that. You could also set up a pearl hang. You said that you missed that, but yeah. You already knew about that misplay. You already said that you also need to work on your hitting in fortresses. I agree. I think just handling all of these withers like this is just not ideal. Although now that skeleton's going to get jumped, so this is going to be a lot easier now. I'd honestly hurt. Yep, this is much better. You could have dropped crit there as well. Nice portal build. Do the boat overlap in the portal. Like, I know that the blaze is right there, but that's kind of more important. Break that muscle memory. Do the better thing. Or just set your sensitivity to be able to just boat eye. Like set your boat in the bastion or whatever. Good decision to craft your explosives there. Usually time loss, but you did it in a way that wasn't time loss. I also feel like eating there just wasn't super necessary. Like, you're gonna death reset anyway. Well, this is scuffed. Could have mined to stronghold when you missed. I mean, yeah, at this point, like, your percentage was 100. Like, you know where it is. You're at, this is what, chunk 3, negative 101 or something? Yeah, like, you're a chunk off. You don't need to be going to surface. Also, if you're going to build up like this, you need to be what's called break placing, which is basically you just break the block above you and then place a block immediately. That gives you cooldown frames. Also, digging down in 4-4 is the better idea. And then holding, like, 2 directional keys. Obviously, like, front or back, and then left or right. It guarantees that you're always at the top, like the highest block. It's like a 50% chance to always have like the highest block. Yeah, that salmon just prevented you from getting a good death reset there, I think. Obviously, is also insurance for other mobs, but yeah. Free 0 as well. Nice 0 pearls, by the way. Beautiful beds. Yeah, I mean, I think the main stuff in the run, hard toggle, and then just the misplays that you had mentioned as well. Yeah, you're leading this entire seed, so it's pretty hard to like mess that up. You're just kind of racing yourself, I think. But here's the other one. Okay, this is RSG now. So I'm just going to look at this. I can't really tell what this is, but the other worlds look pretty good on preview. This may be a river, but like these two especially are just super solid picks. Obviously, I'd also pick this one because of Ruin Portal, which you did. There you go. Grindstone. Mine more and make a grindstone. Focus on grabbing all the logs first, so that way you can just like have one crafting split for that instead of two. You can toss out FNS here, by the way. Green pie is goated. You could boat extend that. You don't need to block clutch. Use your boat for movement, not blocks. Not gonna lie, getting hogs here is a little questionable, but also ends up probably being the safer play. Especially with how quick the enter was. And with how many pork you got, Jesus. Also, you should shred some netherrack so that way you have some actual blocks. Well, I guess wood is actual blocks as well, so. Nice. You don't really need to go for this one at this point in the run. It's just kind of nice, but not necessary. I also don't hate the ranked route here for RSG, since he didn't get the 2 from the bridge. Ended up not paying out, but you know. Probably some weird routing stuff going on with pigs since you didn't get the traditional, like, bridge over. Yeah, they're stuck. It looks like we're just playing quadrants here, which is okay. I'd learned Chloe's fortress tech, just to be certain. Same thing as last feedback, learn how to hit some blazes correctly. Soul Sand doesn't actually elevate you at all. You're still 1 block lower. It didn't end up mattering here, but you know. I'd honestly craft here and send it on 5 rods instead of trying to force a 6th, maybe. Yeah, I think honestly right there was crafting would have been totally fine. Also, depending... Oh, I actually can see Ninja Brain Bot. I mean, now I can. Yeah, it just popped up on screen. I think that this pro was like needlessly risky. Like, you don't need to take top terrain to second portal coordinates. So, I think that the lower terrain, this may be a bit hindsight herald, but I think the lower terrain would have been totally fine. Especially if you, I mean, you're using the angles, so it's like you kind of knew that you were going to head this way anyway, so definitely not necessary. Monka fucking hogs, though. Well-built portal again. Oh, dang. Unlucky. Yeah, I think the biggest thing that I've seen through both of these runs was just the fortress fights not going as cleanly as they could be. Like, yeah, the rates kind of covered up for a lot, but there's definitely a lot of time lost that you could be associating just by, like, unclean gameplay. So I think that's my feedback for you.